Today on DocTalk, we're diving into what it's like facing tough deadlines and building a legacy that'll last for years to come. Stick around, it's an episode full of laughs and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. Welcome to DocTalk, the first of many podcasts coming to you from the Piper Nation News Network. Here on DocTalk, we sit down with our superintendent, Dr. Jessica Dain, as she talks with students, staff, and leaders across the Piper District. I'm Deani, a senior at Piper High School, and we're glad that you're here. Today, we are joined by the senior editors of the Piper High School Yearbook, Editor-in-Chief Lavea Drew, Assistant Editor-in-Chief Callie Ross, Photo Editor Ainsley Giese, and Social Media Editor Kinsley Kane. Thanks for being here. Dr. Dain, what would you like to see from our future yearbooks?
I think the yearbook is a really exciting place where creativity and innovation and real-life storytelling can just combine and combust and create a lot of excitement. I think the job that you guys have in capturing in real time the stories of all of your classmates is such an exciting job to have. And at the same time, know that in 10, 20, 30 years from now, it's going to be like a time capsule where you can go back and remember what was important to you, and maybe those things still are, and then maybe you're going down a completely different path. But no matter what, I think it's the art of storytelling, being authentic, and shouting from the mountaintops what a wonderful place it is in Piper.
Building on that, what goals do you have for the Arts and Media Academy?
Well, first of all, it's for all of you to become stars and come back and visit us when your names are in lights. But seriously, I think it's such a wonderful opportunity to dive into careers that are tied to this media, whether that's graphic design, photography, being here in front of the camera or behind the camera. I think making connections to people out in the real world, so you're creating your own network. I think that's really important. And again, I'm going to lean into storytelling. I think the opportunity to tell stories, to show how people belong to Piper High School, how we belong to the Piper community. We celebrate diversity. We celebrate everything about Piper. And this is the academy that gets to do it all. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I've shared with you guys that my goal is that by the end of the school year, we have every senior on camera so that we can really share what our story is all about. Okay, now it's time for me to ask some questions. What has been some of your favorite memories as a yearbook staff member?
Okay, I'll start. Just being in yearbook all 4 years has been nothing but great. I do feel like media days are some of the best memories because you get to come together as a team and not only work with just your staff, but you're also working with some of the athletes. All these ideas can just come together to make one big, good thing that can go on. So I do feel like that's one of a good memory where you just combine and come together with good ideas and have good memories and media to show the whole school. So yeah, I feel like that's one of the good memories.
That's really special because while you're maybe thinking about content and telling a story, you are capturing some of the most important moments in your friends and the kids that you go to school with and their families. You're capturing some of the most important, memories that they're going to have. And so the fact that you get to be behind the scenes and do that is really special. And I love that you realize that. And it's kind of like you're walking along with them, creating their own stories. It's really special.
I like when we finish the yearbook.
Oh.
And we just get to look through like a rough draft of the finished book and just realize what we've spent all year on and how trends have changed, like from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. I think that's just my favorite part.
Do you guys have a wrap party or anything like that when you finish?
Yeah. And then we also had Tracy from Walsworth. She'll come and enjoy. She'll bring all kinds of sort of candy, snacks, chips, cookies. So it's good to celebrate with her. And then she'll look over the book and she'll just talk about how great the book is in general and how she can't wait to look at the finished product. So it's great to not only enjoy with your staff and your advisor, but also the people that will be creating your book, making it to life. So bringing it to life, it's a really good wrap to end of the year and then go through through the next year with everybody else and see everybody's new faces.
Okay, well, I want to be sure that I'm invited to the wrap party this year.
Absolutely.
Okay, like I'll bring the chicken nuggets. I'll bring the Chick-fil-A. Okay, but like I hope you guys realize when you open that book or close that book, like you're making history. Mm-hmm. You're recording history, and how awesome that is. And so with that, I'm sure there can be some pretty stressful times. So tell me about some of the challenges you face when you're working on such an important book.
I think deadlines are we have to be very concise on when our deadlines are and make sure that we actually have our stuff by then, just so that the yearbook can get completed and we can get it out to the students by the correct date. And just that can be stressful sometimes. Along that, like, people don't like to answer our texts. So they're like, give me time to think. Right. And then we remind them like 7 times and they just never end up getting back to us. So I think that's really difficult.
And they're not outgoing. So like interviewers, like they just give you 1-word answers. You can ask the thing and they'll just be like, oh, blank. And then it's just like, I need a little bit more. Like, I just need you to give me just a little bit more. I know that you love to talk, but now is the time where I need you to show me that. And it's like you have to do it in a sense where you're not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but you're trying to be respectful and you're trying to just, say, like, I need a little bit more out of you. Like, I don't want you to overly talk, but I need you to give me enough to where I can give the people what we're talking about. Because just answering 1 word isn't going to be enough. You can't really explain how you're feeling with 1-word answers. So that's also kind of the harder thing, is talking to shy people and nervous people. How do you open up? Like, how do you get them to open up and tell you everything? But then it can also be like, okay, this is a little too much. So now I need to do X, Y, and Z. So I feel like that's one of the also big things that we faced over the years, is just trying to get people to open up.
That's such a great skill. I mean, like, you're coaching people, right, in real time, right along the way. And I'm a former English teacher, and I think the art of communication is one of the most important skills that anybody can have, no matter what your job, right? And it's not just reading or writing, but it's speaking and listening and learning how to do all those things. So you guys are way ahead of the game working on this stuff. It's really exciting. So I can tell this is really special to you guys. So I'd love for a few of you to tell me, like, really, what does this mean to you in being a part of this team?
I feel like for me, I was never like the person to like do any sports or anything. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I got to high school. And joining yearbook since freshman year, that like gave me like something to do. That gave me like a sense of community and like just having something that was for me, that most people didn't really understand why I liked it. Like, that to me was just so great. And to be a part of yearbook and capture moments for people every single year for the past 4 years has been just so like incredible. And the fact that people look at the yearbook, people buy the yearbook and they look and they're like, oh my God, that picture's so great. Or like, this story is so great. And it's just like, oh, I wrote that. Oh, I took that picture. Like, it's just so great. And people walk the halls and they have people sign their yearbooks. People love those yearbooks. Our covers, like, we try to create them to be as like a pop. So like if someone has their yearbook, you know that they do. I just think that yearbook is so incredible and people just don't realize it. And I love yearbook.
You said so many good things there, but what I really want to highlight, what was special for me to hear, is like you talking about a sense of belonging. And that's what I think is so important at high school, is that you find your niche, you find something, a connection. I feel like we all bleed purple here in Piper. And so to hear that, and then how special that you realize like you're capturing a moment in somebody's life. It's really an honor to get to do that. And you speak so eloquently. So anybody else want to share with me like what it's meant to them?
I just agree with Deani. Like, this morning I saw a Georgia Lightfoot post on her story, and it was a picture of her on the golf page, and she was just so excited that she like was the center picture on that. And she was like, this is cool. Yeah. Like, that's just...
I can attest to that. She texted me the picture, and I was the one that took the picture, and she goes, I need you to send me that ASAP. And I was like, okay, like, I don't remember taking the picture maybe, but I was just like, okay, well, yeah, I'll definitely. It's like a good memory for her to just be like, oh, oh, like my picture's right there. Like that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I can attest to what they were both saying.
Again, like you're capturing people's lives. It's so important and so exciting, and you guys are doing it so well. I'm so proud of you. All right, next question. Are you ready? Lavea, this is for you. You are our editor-in-chief, ma'am. So what does it mean to you to have such an important role?
It means a lot. I'm very grateful, all honor to have this role. It definitely shows a sense of leadership. And seeing the previous editors-in-chiefs, it's like they show you how to be in this position. They show you what it's like to communicate. They show you what it's like to show and not tell. It's just definitely different to be in this role. You don't see many females doing things like these, so I think it's just a good sense of just showing people that you can do it, and no matter what you look like, you can do it. But I think it's kind of like nerve-wracking also, because it's like some people may not agree with the things that you do, but honestly you just have to agree to disagree. There's no room for arguing, there's no room for not communicating, and I feel like there's definitely a group of good staff that I have here, so we'll definitely just take this on together. I do feel like it's just all working together as one. Editor-in-chief just means that like you're looking over the final production. I don't feel like it's more like, okay, I'm over everybody and I get to tell you what to do. I just feel like we're all working together as one, and you can't do it by yourself. So the yearbook is just not going to get made by me. I'm not the only person making it. So I feel like editor-in-chief is I'm just monitoring and helping just at a higher level, and being with Ms. Francis it just works all together. So I definitely think it's important to have someone like this, but I'm definitely honored and blessed to have this role.
That's so exciting. Can I hire you for a job right now? You're hired. Like, pass her a contract. That's great. You know, this will be something that you remember for the rest of your life, not only getting to share with like your great friends, but I think the leadership role that you're going to be in, the capacity, you're going to get to share your voice. And one of the things that I heard you say that I really love, that I think is really important about Yearbook, is it's all about perspectives. Everybody has a different perspective, and you guys get to tell that story. And everybody has a different role. And so, Lavea, for you, you realize that this isn't just about being the boss lady, right? But it's staying organized and making sure like the wheels on the bus keep going. And so we're super proud to have you in that role. I know you're going to do a great job. I know at the end of the year, it's going to be just a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. But you're so articulate, and I'm so excited to have the spotlight on you and get to see you shine. So you're going to make us proud. Do you guys have a theme for the yearbook yet?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if I can pitch some ideas. Okay. Yeah.
If we did have ideas, we might not tell.
Yeah.
Might keep it a secret.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, now that you guys are seniors, I'm wondering if you have any advice for the incoming freshmen. Anybody want to share any pieces of advice?
I would say to just stick with your people, make good friends, and definitely stay on your homework and don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate.
Procrastinate. We like P words like Piper and Pirates and Purple, but we do not like procrastination. All right, good advice. Anybody else have some other pieces?
Try new things, meet new people. You are not going to leave here the same way you came. You will definitely I won't say you won't be anybody differently, but you will see things differently. You will see that some people don't belong in your life. I mean, that's okay. It's okay. Some things aren't meant for you. You may try something and you might not like it. It's okay. Learn from it and move on. Some people will not be there for you, and that's fine. Move on. I just feel like it's a big thing to just know that not everything's going to be the same. So you may walk in here your freshman year and you will leave, and you will have a different career. You have a different set of people. Some people will help you, of course. Some people will be there and they'll help you with classes. Like, you always have your people, and I feel like you should stick with that. Get to know your teachers very well. Some people may be like, oh, you're a teacher's pet. I wouldn't call it a teacher's pet. I just call it learning new people, because they may help you in life. You may be stranded somewhere and you'd be like, oh, you're my teacher from, yeah. So I feel like it's good to get to know people because you never know what somebody can do or how they can help you. You can be alone in life and one of these ladies may be something that I need. Like, it may be a hairdresser, nails, like it may be anything. So I feel like you should just get to know a lot of people, and it's okay for people to just move on. They're just not there for you. Yeah, and for some kids, it's like their second home. Like, it's you come here every day, you see the same people every day, and I couldn't imagine how it feels to come here not like knowing that people don't like you or like you don't have anybody to talk to. Like walking alone in the halls, I couldn't imagine. I just feel like it's very important to be like connect. And some people may be shy, but I feel like for teachers, it's good that they know how to communicate and they know how to dig a little hole and to get them to open up a little bit. Because I was a kind of little that way. I came from a private school and I didn't know anybody. And I was I was lacking and I was behind and everything. And teachers just like pushed me and pushed me. And to this day, Miss Barr was one of the ladies that really helped me. Shout out to you. But yeah, I think it's very important that teachers like have that kind of like a motherly, fatherly kind of relationship where it's not too much, but it's something. So I feel like that's a good thing at Piper that we have those connections. I'm pretty sure you guys can attest to that as well. Yeah. Just having those connections are really, really, it's important.
That's great. One of my goals is that every student in every school knows one adult that they can go to if they have a problem, right? That they have one trusted, safe adult. And so I can tell by the looks on your faces that you all have somebody special like that in your life. And that makes me really happy. Okay, so we're sitting here in our brand new broadcasting lab in our brand new high school, and it was created around our career academies. And the idea was that you're going to leave Piper with more than just a high school diploma. You're going to leave with experiences or work credentials, things that will give you a competitive edge when you leave us and you go out into the real world. And so obviously the building was really important, that it looks like a workplace. Maybe it looks like a college campus. I think you would all agree this doesn't look like a typical high school. But what's even more important was what we've done with the academies. So I'd love to ask a couple of you to share with me, like, what have these academies meant in your high school experience? What have you enjoyed? What do you think are the good things? And if you have feedback for what we can do even better. But it's really one of the things that sets Piper, it puts us in a different class than everybody else. We're the only high school in the state of Kansas that has wall-to-wall academies. Wow. And what that means is that you don't have to apply to be in an academy. You walk in as a ninth grader and you're in an academy. And I think that helps you connect and have those adults in your life. So I'm going to stop talking and have you talk to me about what the academy model has meant to you guys.
For me, I came into high school knowing what I wanted to do, but it really helped me because Miss Hayflick actually really helped me because of her intro to psych class, and I'm taking her full psychology or AP psych next year, and I feel like that class just like really gave me an opportunity to like solidify and make me know for sure that that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I can agree to what you're saying. Coming in here, I knew what I wanted to do, and I know what I was looking for. And I knew you also get an opportunity to know what you don't want to do. And they also give you an opportunity with academies to switch. You don't have to stick to one thing. But coming in here with the teachers, and I was in a medical interventions class of 4. So we got a one-on-one with the teacher, with Miss Matthews, and she's been carried throughout my entire year of high school. So it was good to have a small class, and then also like a physical side of the class. Like everything was hands-on, and it wasn't just sitting down with a book in front of you or a computer in front of you. It was very hands-on. You had beds, you had the Turner kids, like you had many things to do, and I feel like that's important for some children, because we have short attention spans. And it's honestly insane how tired you get of sitting in front of a book or in front of a computer. But when you get to get up and do things for almost an hour and a half, it's great. I mean, I love it. It's amazing. I feel like every kid has the setup to be great, and the teachers will be long lasting, and maybe you may run into them, and they may be your patient one day. So you never know. Like, I feel like it's good to maybe turn around and just like took what you learned and put that on them and put that on the real world. And I mean, as a teacher, I couldn't imagine. It's amazing to probably see your students succeed in knowing that. I mean, you created this as a superintendent, you created this, and you may see your students, they may be helping you one day. So I think it's just great.
Well, I'm proud sitting here. Like, I just feel like you're my babies. I'm already so proud. I think one of the things that you talked about that's really important is that, when you come in and you're 14 and 15 years old, you might try something and then want to change your mind. And so we have created the academy model. So you can onboard and offboard a little bit. We don't want you doing it every year, but there are some opportunities. And one of my kids, we talked about before, like how important it is to get to try things, and maybe you figure out what you don't want to do before you go to college and drop $20K on tuition and lose a semester or a year of classes, or, going right out to the work field and then being like, oh my gosh, I don't like doing this, or like, I want to be a doctor, but I pass out when I see blood. Well, obviously that's not going to work. So I think realizing those are great things to learn from the academies, even if you don't go into them.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you don't have to be an academy to take a different class that's underneath a different academy. Like, I took accounting and a whole bunch of finance classes, and I'm not even in that sector for my academy. And that made me realize, no offense to all the business teachers, but I do not want to be.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And that's what's important to know. So that's
live and learn.
That's right. Live and learn. That's right.
What amazing insight on an important program at PHS. Now it's time for a quick segment called Challenge the Doc. Today, our students will give Dr. Dain superlatives, and she will pick a teacher or principal that fits the description.
All right, Dr. Dain, I'm first with your question. All right, who is most likely to be a TikTok star?
TikTok star. Okay, definitely has to be Mr. Lockridge. Have you seen his fit of the day? Okay. Always repping Piper, looking good. He's definitely who I'd pick to be a TikTok star.
I agree.
And who is most likely to forget their homework?
Oh, she's going to kill me for saying it. I feel like I have to whisper, but Princeton?
Okay, who is the most likely to be late to class?
Easy. And I love the guy, but Coach Richmond. I swear. Love the guy, though, but that would be my answer.
Who has the best teacher face when someone says something crazy?
Totally Miss Anselmi. I mean, that lady, you can know exactly what's going on and the wheels are turning without her saying a word.
I agree.
Thank you, Lavea, Kelly, Ainsley, Kinsley, and Dr. Dain for joining us today on DocTalk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. We will see you next time for more conversations with Dr. Dain and the people who make our schools great.